Hello everyone, in this video we will see what are the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. So first we will look at the advantages and then we will go for the disadvantages. So the first advantage of DBMS is it is easy to maintain. So it can be easily maintainable due to the centralized nature of the database system. Means the data is stored in different kind of databases and it is easy to manage those databases. So first advantage is easily maintainable, or you can say that easy to maintain. Now the next point comes is it controls the data redundancy. So it can control the data redundancy because it stores all the data in different kinds of database files that recorded data in different databases, and it also follows the concept of normalization so that it will help databases to reduce the redundancy. So it controls data redundancy. Data stored in the database is easily accessible to multiple users. So it allows data sharing. It also provides an interface to write queries. Now query language is also provided by the DBMS. It is also an advantage of using a DBMS to write queries for accessing and performing different operations and performing different kinds of operations on database. So it provides an interface that is also an advantage of using a DBMS. It reduces the time, means it reduces the development time and also the maintenance needed. Also it reduces the response time. Whenever multiple users are accessing data from the database, it also reduces the response time. So it reduces the response time. Now the last and the most important advantage of using DBMS is it provides security. It provides the recovery and backup of the data. So it provides security. Some of the point we have already discussed when we have studied about the characteristics, or you can say features of the DBMS. So it provides the backup and the recovery of the data, so any failure will not cause any loss of the data. So that is the biggest advantage of the DBMS. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of DBMS. So the first disadvantage of DBMS is the cost of the hardware and software. So it requires a costly hardware and software to manage the database. So the cost of the hardware and software of a DBMS is quite high. That increases the budget of the organization. So cost of hardware and softwares is high. So it can cause a problem for the startups or for the smaller organizations. So DBMS requires a high speed of data processor, large memory size. So these all hardware and software will cost very high. Now the next problem comes with the DBMS is the size. So it occupies a large space of disk or large memory to run them efficiently. So the next problem is of size. After that, the problem comes of the complexity. Now most DBMS system are often complex system, so training of the users to use the DBMS is required. Means the user who are managing or maintaining the database, they have to be very much skilled to process, to manage that highly complex system. So complexity of the database is also a problem. Now there is a higher possibility of the failure. Suppose there are some organization that is based on the centralized database. There all the data is stored in a single database, and if there is any failure in that database, then the loss of the data will occur, and they will just lose all the data that is stored in that database. So there is high possibility of failure. So these are some of the disadvantages that comes with the DBMS, and there are some advantages also that will provide us security. It controls data redundancy, data sharing it provides, it is easy to maintain, and other benefits also that DBMS provides. So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. Let's see who are the users of DBMS. So that we will discuss in the next video. That's all for this video. Thank you.